In the headlines, CARICOM heads discuss EU's stance on their financial services sector at a heads meeting in St. Kitts. A November opening for Dominica's new Cabrits Resort and Spa Kempinski. And Kiddies Carnival makes a return to the real mass calendar this year. I'm Andrea Lee with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil. Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, CARICOM is concerned about the persistent threat to its efforts at development posed by the European Union through the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. Julian Morris reports.
CARICOM Secretary General Ambassador Erwin LaRocque told the 30th Intersessional Meeting of CARICOM heads underway in St. Kitts the principle of non-interference in the affairs of states also applies in this matter of financial services. The OECD has a history of blacklisting small developing states in the Caribbean, branding them as uncooperative tax jurisdictions. Dominica is among countries which in recent times has had to enact or amend its legislation to facilitate the larger countries.
I refer to the labeling of our countries by the European Union as non-cooperative tax jurisdictions that refuse to comply with what they determine to be tax good governance standards. The requirements for compliance are encroaching on our sovereignty and reek of a bygone era which came to an end with our political independence. The onerous requirements being imposed are constantly shifting and go beyond those established by the OECD. Financial services provide significant revenue for many of our member states and therefore are an important source of domestic resources. The mobilization of domestic resources was recommended by the United Nations Addis Ababa Action Agenda as a major part of the finances needed to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Our member states are committed to accomplishing those goals, which would help us build resilience against our inherent vulnerabilities. But one may ask, is the aim of the EU to destroy the international financial services in our region? And if that is so, it would be a frontal attack on the economies of our affected member states. Ironically, a recent study by a tax specialist group pointed out that countries like ours, currently blacklisted by the EU, are responsible for just 1% of the financial services affecting EU member states.
Last week, St. Lucia's Prime Minister Alan Chasney led a CARICOM delegation to engage the EU on the issue of compliance. Over 150 delegates, 8 regional organizations, and 15 heads of state and associate members are attending the 2-day conference which ends on Wednesday.
In other top stories, November 2nd has been given as the official date for the grand opening of the Cabrits Resort and Spa Kempinski, Dominica. The resort, located in Cabrits, Portsmouth, is being constructed by local investment and hospitality company Range Developments. Development Director of Range Developments, Kamal Shehada, says the resort will be welcoming guests before the 2nd of November.
We are in program. We are facing a lot of challenges, but we are overcoming one by one, with the hard work that we are here. We are planning to open on 13th. The date has been set up. Opening for guests on 14th of October. And grand opening on 2nd of November, which is the Independence Day, on the Independence Day. Actually, both supposed to be on 2nd of November, but I got to know that the Creole Festival is in 25th or 26th. So what we are trying to do, this is why we are trying to open on 14th or 14th of October, so we can attract people to the Creole Hospital by offering very good offers so they can come and see, because to be frank with you, when I go to other islands and talk about what we are building here or what's coming on in Dominica, nobody believes it.
To date, 600 people are working on the site, with an additional 100 expected soon to ensure the resort will be ready for its opening date. The buildings on the compound include a presidential villa, 60 apartment suites, 100 guest rooms, of which 15 are junior suites and 2 are executive suites, a spa, and a kids club. Shehada assures Dominican that they are more than welcome to utilize the facilities and services at the resort.
Last thing I want to see that people of Dominica look to the hotel and this is made for tourists. No, it's made for them. Whether it's a job, whether they can visit. We are working actually in visits that will offer free visits to schools to come and spend the day here, elderly people to come and spend the day here. So there is a lot of social program that will continue after the opening of the hotel. It's not only with the opening of the hotel. We are talking to the hospitality school also that will try to train them in the low season here. You know, I know that hotels usually take 2 or 3 or 4 entrepreneurs here. I'm planning for 50 entrepreneurs to be every year here.
The dying art form of stone laying or decorative masonry, which was once prominently used in local construction, is featured extensively across the resort. The development director promises that there will be other prominent elements of Dominican heritage and culture in the hotel.
I heard the story of the mountain chicken that vanished, so we will have 11 big mountain chickens sculptures outside on the, so we have this river stone, we have the and I'm looking for some areas now as soon as it's finished where we can have some handwork of father from Kalinago to be put, but we will have all the time, and I'm talking to the management, like exhibition for anybody who wants to put his artwork or had a for sale or something, and we will open for him all the time at no charge whatsoever, so we'll have it like a showroom or a gallery for anybody who wants to do something.
Clients will be able to do online booking of rooms at the Kabritz-Kempinski Resort from May month end. In other news, Leader of the Parliamentary Opposition, Honorable Lennox Linton, says there is a dignified way for those who require public assistance to get that assistance. The opposition leader says the best way to provide that assistance is through the relevant government agency. Mr. Linton has also expressed concern about making a public spectacle of recipients of assistance.
The Red Clinic is about social welfare. We have a welfare department. We have a welfare department that can be outfitted, that can be empowered with an appropriate rapid response unit for special cases. But there is nobody in Dominica who needs public assistance or who needs help from the public purse of Dominica that will not get it on their United Workers' Party. Governments all over the world, pride themselves on an ability to help people. But there are some politicians in government who want to use that state assistance to people in need for their political benefit. So that you find the people becoming part of an event. They need assistance, but they must show up in numbers, and people have to take pictures of them, they're in the Red Clinic, etc. We are a better country than that. Assistance from the state to people in need has to be between the people and the state.
Linton says a UWP administration would modernize welfare to provide for those in need.
Simple things like ensuring that they have a card where they can go by themselves privately to the ATM every month and get their money without having to line up in front of some minister or some public officer this week or the next week for it. We have enough capability to have a data-driven approach to welfare, so we know who our people in need are, and we arrange the assistance in dignified ways, in ways that protect their human dignity. That is our commitment, that is our pledge.
On the Calypso scene, the youngest finalist in this year's Calypso Finals says he is looking forward to Saturday's competition. 20-year-old Fire Lander made it to the finals for the first time since starting his career in the big leagues in 2017. Lander says he is honored to have made it to the finals.
It's definitely an honor and also a privilege, I believe, after participating in the competition 3 years in a row, and now being able to make it to the finals is honestly a big achievement for me as a young Calypsonian, and I really believe that through what I have done, I have really grown from the Calypsonian I was 2 years ago, and I'm now able to serve and be in the finals. What they can look forward to from me is, of course, very strong performance, a very detailed performance, something that you've never seen before from the healer.
As regards his second song, Lander says it was written by Jerry Lloyd and is titled A Hole. His first song, Hope Must Survive, was written by Tim Dura. Lander says he has connected with both his songs this Calypso season.
I have connected with both of them, and I always tell people that I have this feeling when I find the song for the year, and how I feel about that. This is the song I'm going to sing, and this is the song that I want to go into the competition with. And once I know that this is the song, I move on from there with that and just deliver. And at the end of the day, it's not a matter of me being a Calypsonian or me being a very good singer. It's me bringing out a message that with Calypso is social commentary, and social commentary is all about bringing out a message that the Dominican people are able to say in their day-to-day on the radio, but in a different way.
The other first-time finalist, Danyan Joseph, also started his career in the Calypso big leagues in 2017 and is through to the finals for the first time. Joseph says preparations are in high gear for Saturday's finals.
It's a great feeling to be in the finals. I must say I'm very well pleased with myself and satisfied. And I'm looking forward to the finals and making it a great show. You always feel a little pressure on the countdown. But I'm not going to really pay too much attention to the pressure. Just do what I have to do and see how it goes.
Joseph's second song is written by himself and titled Grudge.
The second song, I believe it's going to be a big hit also. Yeah, but I don't really want to say too much about it, but I'm just going to do my best and do my all and come down strong with my second song. A lot of people have, I should say, expect something great from me. So I'm looking forward to bring that out.
Calypso Finals is scheduled for 2nd March at the Windsor Park forecourt. You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Ripped jeans, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are,
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
there's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Welcome back. The United Workers' Party has outlined a number of measures it plans to implement towards improving Dominica's economic fortunes. The party deputy political leader and member of parliament for the Roseau South constituency, Honorable Joshua Francis, shared part of that plan at a recent news conference.
We are committed to build an international airport, and we are going to do that through grants, loans, and other creative means. The construction of an international airport obviously is going to create jobs. Furthermore, the United Workers' Party is going to make the public service more efficient. Higher efficiency means more productivity. Higher productivity means growth. Furthermore, we are committed to develop natural and renewable energy in Dominica. What that means is that the cost of doing business in Dominica will reduce. One of the biggest problems Dominica has had is that the cost of business, particularly in manufacturing, has kept potential investors away from our shores. We have relatively low salaries, the lowest salaries in the Eastern Caribbean. We cannot be proud of that. But not even that foreign investors have taken advantage of, because the cost of electricity in this country is way too high. The United Workers' Party will ensure that we review our pot duties. We will ensure that renewable energy takes center stage in our manufacturing and engineering program and policy. Hence, we'll improve the ease of doing business. And as such, Dominica will become more conducive and more attractive and more competitive as far as foreign investment is concerned.
Francis says a UWP government would redirect CBI money to the growth engines in the country to ensure that everyone benefits. Kiddies Carnival makes a return to Mass Dominic 2019 celebrations. Julian Morris has more.
The event, which caters primarily to school-aged children, had been absent from the carnival calendar for the past few years. Junior Chamber International, JCI, Dominica branch, in collaboration with the Discover Dominica Authority, is spearheading the revival of this element of Dominica's culture so that the youth are not left out of carnival celebrations. President of JCI, James Rodney, says one section of the parade will be themed Come As You Like.
As we know, traditionally, on the Friday before Carnival Monday and Tuesday, children from preschool all the way up to high school get the opportunity to wear a Come As You Like costume at their respective schools. What Kiddies Carnival provides will be an opportunity for this same group of children to take these same great costumes and not only show them to just their school friends, but the country on Sunday Match Food. These costumes can be sensei costume, your favorite Disney character, really any costume that you wish.
The parade starts on the Roseau Bayfront and proceeds to the Windsor Park Stadium forecourt. Registration for participants of the JCI segment of the parade is $1. Rodney says JCI plans to continue contributing to carnival celebrations in the future.
JCI has been a part of carnival development for a very long time, and we saw it very fitting to this year being our 60th anniversary to really put our mark back on the carnival calendar in terms of organizing the Kiddies Carnival. And based on its success this year, I know with the support of Marva and the DFC and the DDA, it will be something that we look forward to continuing for the years to come.
Acting Festival and Events Manager of the Dominica Festivals Committee, Marva Williams, says another segment of this year's Kiddies Carnival is a balloon feature.
You may have seen the balloon parade in the opening, and I was standing looking at the parade as a spectator, just taking notes, at what is happening. And if you also want to be part of the Kiddies Carnival, but you want to concentrate on the DA balloon segment, you can register with DA Balloons. It's $50 and $80 for that aspect of the carnival. So visit the Dominica Festivals office to get her information, and I know she has some forms going around, so you can be part of that grand spectacle. So she will form part of the Kiddies Carnival with her group, and she will also form part of the children's showcasing on Carnival Monday as well.
Kiddies Carnival Parade is scheduled to start at 3 p.m. on Sunday, March 3.
And now for our Featuring Our Future segment, which takes us to the Goodwill Primary School, where teachers and students are busy finalizing preparations for a Grade 6 Calypso competition on Thursday. Channel 5 News had an opportunity on Tuesday to meet all 8 competitors. They spoke of their songs, what inspired them, the messages behind them, and their hopes of winning. Here are the first 4. The other 4 will be featured in Wednesday's newscast.
Do you think you're going to win on Thursday?
Yes, sir. So I have the confidence I'm going to win, sir. Yes,
you know
sir.
you have some other students here who are going to fight hard. You know that.
Yes, sir.
But you think you're going to win. Okay, tell me about your song.
So I talking about Jack Sprat, sir. So it's our children in school, so they troubling him. They tell him why he make like that. So and they criticize him and tell him he looking like a rat, sir. Yes, sir.
You think people will like it?
Yes, sir.
The judges, you think will like it?
Yes, sir.
I am singing this song to get rid of these bullies, to stand up towards them, and I have the confidence to win, and I think the judges will like it.
You know that's a big topic, bullies. People talk about bullies all over the world, not just in Dominica. So what made you focus on it? Is it because there are issues with that in the school, in various schools?
In various schools. They have a lot of issues in these schools. So we need to stand up towards them.
I kind of sing that song because I think Dominica is a beautiful island, which everyone adores. So I think the judge is going to like it on the day, and I'm willing to get the crown.
Calypso, Kaiso, you love it?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, because well, since my teacher told me about it, sir, I was inspired of doing it because I heard all like dice, king dice. I heard it was fun, so I decided to give it a try.
Oh, is dice your favorite Calypsonian?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. You think you're going to win on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
You're going to give it your best?
Yes, sir.
The teacher behind this effort is Annika Luke Balthazar, who has an appreciation for music. Annika, a bass player, is hoping that hosting such an event will help sow the seeds for future junior monarchs and national Calypso monarchs.
We decided to do this because we believe the children are our future, and this can also help them with the junior monarch, the junior monarch itself. And on Thursday, we are going to have a big show. We have a guest artist, and the children, 8 children, will be performing. Of course, the songs were written by one of our teachers, Miss Helen Reed. She was the writer of all the 8 songs, and we are hoping that the children will perform them as they are supposed to. We also have a live band, which we put together. Mr. Luke, who is my father, he is the music teacher, and we gathered a few of our musicians together to put that show together. So we are going to have a blast on Thursday.
Okay.
It's $5 across the board. So everybody pays $5. And yes, as I told you, we have a guest artist. We are not going to reveal his name.
You must come to find out.
Oh yes, you have to come. You have to come.
Will there be refreshments as well?
Oh, yes, we will have hot dogs on sticks. We will have barbecue chicken, fried chicken, bakes. Just name it.
This is the place to be.
Of course, Thursday afternoon, 2:30, and please come on time because we are trying to start on time. Our stage is coming tonight at 6 o'clock, so we're expecting a big show.
When is their final practice?
Their final practice is on Wednesday at 4:30 in the afternoon. We hope to have a big practice, grand practice, work on our endings, our startings, and
you have a passion for music.
let me tell you, I love it. I love music.
Thursday's Calypso competition starts at 2:30. To end the news, the headlines again. CARICOM heads discuss EU's stance on their financial services sector at a heads meeting in St. Kitts. A November opening for Dominica's new Cabrits Resort and Spa Kempinski, and Kiddies Carnival makes a return to Royal Mass 2019 calendar. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access or pause the newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.